Hey guys, it is peak holiday season and the Etsy orders are coming in hot. And I realized that this is the perfect opportunity to create some content for you guys, whether you just want to watch me do my work or if you want to follow along on how I do it so you could do it yourselves too sometime. But I'm one of the people who does blind dates with a puzzle on Etsy, and mine just happens to be very popular. It's probably because of the presentation and all the goodies that come inside of it. So when I tell you I have to make like 30 plus of these, I am not joking. Every time I list them, they just sell out like that. And that is why I'm here to show you guys how I package them, kind of like how my week is going. It's been crazy. Let me just show you how my house situation is. Everyone knows that if you're a small business owner and it's a busy season, you're a mess and your house is a mess. So let me just show you what's going on. So on my desk here, I just have some resin work that I've been kind of doing while I have free time because I want to restock on all my bookmarks. This is my hallway, and these are some of my completed blind dates with a puzzle that I have that I just need to wrap and ship. That's my baby girl. Her name is Leah. This is my family room situation. I have more blind dates with a puzzle. They're wrapped, so I've been kind of doing things in some type of order just so I could speed up the process, but I wrapped them all. I just need to stuff it now and then put them in their boxes. This is actually all for one person, this stack right here. So one person got 4, this person got 2. So the reason I was holding off on these is because I needed like a specific box that I did not have. There's a huge stack of puzzles. That's just my Christmas ones, and most of those are sold out now. So I'm going to be showing you guys and mostly time lapse how I do that. I actually did post a how-to video a couple months ago, but back then, this was a new concept for me. I just started doing blind dates with a puzzle, but since then, I'm not even kidding, these have blown up like no other, and I kind of changed the way that I do it too, so I'd be happy to show you my new process. So this is my guest room that I'm kind of using as storage. I have all these puzzles. They're already kind of categorized by theme. I do label them, and I'm just going to show you that first things first. So I always try to find a deal. Like I will never pay original price. Not that I haven't. I've definitely done that in the beginning, but I learned my lesson. So I try to find puzzles that are on sale. So for example, this adorable cat puzzle, I write down like what the theme is up top, the name of the puzzle, the brand, how many pieces are in there, where I got it from, and then the price. So originally it would have been like 12 bucks, but I got it for 6. That's how I like label all of them once I get them. Over here, I have my larger puzzles. So these ones, I also snagged them, whether it was on Facebook or, thrift shops or whatnot. But all my puzzles are brand new. I think that's another reason people love my shop. They're either still wrapped or completely sealed. And I also started doing blind dates with a coloring book. So this is my stack right now. It's something that I was testing out, and it looks like people are liking it on Etsy. I've gotten 2 orders so far. These are my remaining. This poor baby girl has been so sad, but it's just, I'm trying to give her so much love as much as possible. A lot of cuddles, a lot of scratchies. I give her a lot of my time. I still feel bad and guilty because I know I could be spending more time with her, but it's a busy week, baby. Her eyes are all red. It's just a busy time. I'm sorry. The guilt is killing me. Well, let's start wrapping some more boxes. I only have 1 done so far before I realize I should probably record this. So let's do that. Alright guys, we got batch number 1 ready to go to the post office. It is so early, but I wanted to make sure I could get there before my 9 to 5 started. My little baby. I always take her with me to the post office. She kind of like knows the drill now. But yeah,
My tiny little car is always filled with packages at this point.
Hey guys, it is the next day after delivering those packages yesterday. I just got super sidetracked. I had a long day of work and then I just got really tired and sidetracked. I started doing other things, anything but packing orders. I'm sure other people know how that's like, procrastination, but productive procrastination. That is me in a nutshell. So I am running low on teas and I always get the Bigelow brand nowadays because first of all, it's a good price and they have so many flavors. So I just went and bought some more. So this is a ginger honey tea. And I just realized that this time around, after buying these so many times, is when if you turn it around, it tells you what the package looks like, which is really important for me, like what the case looks like. I got this Whispering Wildflowers one, which just seemed really soothing. And this one's also really on brand for me. And then lastly, I got an English Tea Times. It's a black tea, and it's like a bluish cover. And I'm like, why? I should have noticed this before because this is what I got last time. I'm running out. As you can, this is all I have left. But it's like a bright yellow, which I hate, and an ugly gray color, like silver gray. So now that I know that, I'm always going to buy the ones that kind of match my aesthetic. These are all from one person. One person. Her name is Anne Binning. Thank you so much for buying 4 puzzles. That's insane. Thank you so much. This is the biggest puzzle order I've ever had, so I just can't wait to fill these up. I already pre-packaged them because I have a whole system on how I'm doing that now just to stay quick and efficient. So as you can see, I tried to give everyone its own design. I'm going to walk you through my treasure chest. This is so fun for people like me who find amusement in things like this, but this is exactly my stash of things that I give to everyone. So you got the large size chocolates right now. I'm working with Hershey's. I have some more large size chocolates right here that I got from Aldi. These are actually so freaking good, but I couldn't find them again. There's smaller chocolates and I always give Ghirardelli, but if I do run out of these, I'm going to start giving hot cocoa packets. These are all my teas. I already opened up the ones I showed you guys earlier, just put a few out here. I have my bookmarks because everyone gets one handmade product. So these are my resin bookmarks. Then I have some sticker sheets. These are actually from a book, and I ended up cutting each page into 4 pieces. I'm like, what a cute little addition, you know, for especially a holiday puzzle. Then I have candy canes. Here I have some chapsticks, which I haven't gotten to giving people those in the last month. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do that. I have markers, I have erasers, more stickers, sticky notes, pens, and these are really cute little notepads that I found on Amazon. They all have a quote on it, so I'm like, that's pretty on brand. I do have a second drawer right here. So this is all the kind of back leftover stuff. So I have some hot packets, all the rest of the teas. I have some fun dip too. So if there's space, like if it's a larger puzzle and there's way too much negative space, then I'll add like a fun dip. Then I have more notepads and pens here that just wouldn't fit. So I completed one just so I don't psych myself out. Let's take out exactly what we would need for the next puzzle. So you need a large size chocolate, small size chocolate, 2 teas, a different flavor. Just pick any that are different flavor. A sticker sheet, a candy cane. So all the small ones are gone. So I'm going to use the big ones now. These are bigger puzzles anyway. I think for the bigger one, 3 will fit. So let's do 3 different colors. Oops, I need a green. So we'll put 3 different colors. How about let's give this one. So for my Christmas puzzles only, they're not going to get the resin bookmarks, nor are they going to get these notepads because I'm going to give them something else, which kind of incorporates all of those anyway. So I made these for my last holiday market, and I have quite a few left, and there was enough for all of my Christmas puzzle inventory. So I decided, like, in the meantime, I can just give people this. So this is handmade anyways, right? So I promised all my customers one handmade thing. So I created this using like a mini composition notebook. I put like a little sticker in here, the Merry Christmas sticker. In the back, there's like a to and from sticker. And then using craft paper, I made these like holiday edition composition notebook. There's also paper bookmark in here. So in my opinion, these are super cute and it's just on brand with a holiday puzzle. And I decided to just give people these and they're so cute. Every design is different because I actually really, for the sake of time, need to save these for non-holiday related stuff right now. Let's add this one. I have all these Christmas stickers, so I'll just kind of pick one at random. This one's super cute. Look at that. And then they get a little hat. I love these like jar looking, see-through looking vintagey looking stickers. So we'll give them one of those too. So everyone gets like 3-ish stickers. All right, let's pack this up. Make sure all of these are facing upwards, and I'll flip it all over like this. Upwards. Make sure everything is upwards. Even my little notebook here, the sticker sheet, the mini stickers, 2 and 3, and then all this other stuff doesn't matter, upwards. And then I'm gonna go ahead and tape all of these. This is just the fastest way to do it, trust me. As long as you know what's going in your puzzle, it makes life so much easier. And for the last 4 to 5 months now, all my puzzles kind of are still the same vibe, you know. If anything, I've tweaked things here and there, like different kind of teas, and I've played with different type of chocolates to see if it works. But the Hershey's are just the best because they're thin, so it really fits into the packaging really well, and I don't have to worry about it being too bulky. So, and everyone loves Hershey's. Like, if they don't like it, they could just give it to someone that likes it. I'm pretty sure they can find someone. But same with like the stickers. I'm like, if my customers aren't sticker people, that's fine. Hopefully they give it to someone that likes them, or they use it for something random. I just don't want anything to be thrown away. How freaking cute. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. I am making some really cute freaking gifts for people. This is crazy. Like, who wouldn't buy this? Who would not buy this? This is such an eye catcher. I did this at my market, and I'm not even kidding. I sold out of all but one puzzle at my last market. Hey guys, so I have 27 Etsy orders open right now, and it's starting to give me anxiety, and there are quite a few that are not puzzles, so I want to get these out of the way. These are all bookmarks, and there's like one pin in here. So let's do that real quick, and I'm going to ship these out today just so it could be out and about. All right, so Abby from West Virginia got a red bookmark. Nicole from Pennsylvania got a little progress each day adds up to big results pin. Amanda from New York got a black bookmark. Nicole from New Jersey got one red bookmark and one lavender bookmark. Caitlin from Texas got one pink bookmark and one green bookmark. Please tell me I have green. I do, thank God. Okay, one green bookmark. Ram from Hawaii got one blue bookmark and one black bookmark. And Lizzie from Wisconsin Wisconsin. Got one green bookmark, so this green, and a lavender. So these are all handmade. My resin and even the packaging is something that I came up with and I'm really happy about. I just love how these all look, and look how many that need to go out the door. And I'm glad I'm doing this right now because I have a show in 3 days. So really, if I start today, I can restock on like at least half of the colors starting today. I need blues, I need greens, reds. Because what if people also order on Etsy, right? Like it's holidays right now, so I gotta be stocked up. But wow, that like killed half my bookmarks. It's all good stuff though. Let's go back to my office. Hey guys, I'm finally ready to show you how I handle multiple blind date with a puzzle orders. At the moment, I have 22 open orders and 21 of them are blind dates with a puzzle. I am a pen to paper kind of girl because I do love Excel, but I don't want to carry a device around. I don't want to carry my heavy laptop, nor do I want to look into a screen on my phone all day. I already do that enough. So that's why I like writing everything down on this pad. And I could just take this with me wherever, and it's just so much easier for me. This looks messy, but I promise by the end of this, it'll make sense how I document everything. So let's start with a fresh new order. So when I look at orders, there are a few things that I look for. So obviously the person's name, where they're from, then the theme of the puzzle, and how much they paid for the puzzle. Not that it makes a difference in my quality of orders, but I like to keep track because all puzzles are different prices. What I like to do is go into the earnings tab, and it says that I earned $44.11 on this order. That's because I haven't shipped it out yet. But what you need to do is go into buyer paid. I just want to see how much they paid for the item because a lot of times people will use discount codes and whatnot. So I need to keep track of exactly what they paid. So this person paid $36, and that is all that I care about for this entire order. This entire notebook is for my mystery kits only. My next order is a 56. And again, this number is so important because whatever I do from now on for A56 is going to go on the puzzle itself in the back. And once I put it in a box, like a shipping container box, this number is going to go in the shipping container box, just so there's no confusions. And that's why all of my puzzles have a number attached to them. So this is floral landscape. I'm going to write, this was sold to Brittany S, and she is from, well, it's going to South Carolina. She bought this for 36. Then I will make a line, and I could now write down what the next order is. And remember, I'm doing this because it's a bulk process, right? So now the next person, and this is sold to Yasmary D, and she is from Florida, and this is for 36. A58 is actually from the same person up here, but this time it is a small cities puzzle, and it is sold to Brittany. So this is a returning customer, which is amazing, and it is for 36. Okay, this is a Christmas winter theme. If I could do this all over again, I would write who it's going to first and then write the theme and all that other jazz, but it's fine. So this next one is going to Erica P, and this is for New York, and she paid 36. I kind of have a silent I get so happy when people don't use coupons because then I get more money back in my pocket for all my hard work. Okay, so this page fits 4 and that's exactly how it is. Okay, I stopped at 10 because I just don't want to get too mixed up. I think 10 is a good number. And I did a star if they're a returning customer, just like they do on Etsy. And if any of these people wanted to write a message, for instance, this is a gift, right? If Brittany wanted to write a message to who she's giving this to, I would have written a note to myself like, oh, message included. Anyways, I'll make notes on here as needed, and it's all for me anyways, whatever makes my life easier. So Brittany, see, she occurred 3 times, which is awesome. I think it's because it's going to 3 different people. And yeah, we'll end at, so it's A56 through A65. So let's do the next step. Now what I'm going to do is just go through and pick literally at random the puzzles that these people ordered. And everything is already organized in the best way I can with the space that I have. So I pick at random unless someone tells me, hey, Nikki, I want a dog puzzle if you have one, right? In that case, I would go through and try to find a dog one. Or if someone's like, oh, I want purple flowers, I don't know, random stuff, right? If I have it, I will look for that. But I know none of this batch of 10 people had no customizations, which is great. I could just pick at random. Guys, okay, we are out in my family room, and this is where I actually do my work now because it just offers so much more space, and I could watch TV while I'm doing my work. And when I'm done with my puzzles, I have a place to put them. My office is always such a mess, and I spend way too much time in there, so this just gives me a place to breathe. And I did vacuum, so it's all clean and ready to go. All my puzzles are here. There's 10 of them. We're going to do 10 for the rest of this video. I'm not going to show you guys how I wrap it because I already have a really good tutorial on YouTube showing how I wrap my puzzles, but I will put it on time lapse, and I'm going to do 10 of them, so hopefully you guys could see how I'm wrapping it and how I'm decorating it. The next step is me decorating the puzzle, and the third step is filling the puzzle, and the fourth step will be shipping the puzzles out. So anyways, I'm gonna grab a bite. I'm so hungry, and then let's get to work. Everything else is going to be on time lapse because you've already seen it, and if you haven't, I recommend going through my other video or looking at an earlier step. But yeah, let's get these 10 orders done. All right, I'm eating a ham and cheese sandwich just because it sounded really good, and I have tomatoes with that, and also a Hot Pocket. Look, it's just that time of year, okay? I'm too busy to cook right now. And I'm watching Stowaway. I've been kind of on a NASA astronomy kick lately, so I'm going to be watching that while doing... First, I'm going to eat first, and then I'm going to start the orders while watching this in the background. So for the first order, I wrote down on my notebook what the puzzle is, the one that Brittany is getting, the brand name, how many pieces, where I got it from, and what the pricing was. That way I always have it on record, and if Brittany ever buys from me again, which she is, I never end up giving her the same puzzle on accident. And also if I ever want to buy this puzzle again, I can quickly look at the pricing, right, and where I got it from. So that's why I keep track. This sticky note was on the puzzle before I wrapped it. I went ahead and wrote A56 and who it's going to. So just another way, and I'll always keep this with the puzzle as long as I can. Hopefully I don't lose it. And then in the back, I have A56 written. That's the most important thing. And then I also add my business card with all my socials and my Etsy website, and also a little sticker to share a review or take pictures and tag me. I just got these stickers literally a couple days ago, so I've been adding them to my orders. So we'll see if it makes a difference. But yeah, this comes off once I actually go to deliver it. I obviously don't want them to see where I got it from. So this is just for me. It's like several ways to make sure I know who this now wrapped puzzle is for, right? So that's the reason it's so important to document when you're doing stuff like this. All right, time to speed up. I don't know what happened to that time lapse. It seemed to just cut off in the middle, so I'm sorry, but it took me about 35 minutes to do all of these puzzles, which isn't that bad. I mean, it's 10 puzzles, right? I think I'm just getting faster at doing them because I've been doing it for like 5 months now. Here I have all my decorative stuff. I have stickers, washi tape, kind of decorative paper. I've shown you guys this before in a previous video. I have craft paper. I already cut these out last time. I have more craft paper in case this is more for decoration. And then all my utensils. I'm gonna make sure I check the camera a couple times to make sure it's recording, but let's decorate all of these. It's Saturday noon right now, and I woke up at like 5 a.m. and I couldn't sleep. Finally, after like tossing and turning for 2 hours, I woke up at 7 because I had all these things to do in my mind. Long story short, obviously, I have to send these orders out. I have a whole market tomorrow. It's not a huge one, but it's still a market. And I also have an inspection at one of my rental homes on Monday. So that house needed to get cleaned. And I have such a limited time. So I woke up at 7. I cleaned out my car so I can make space for my market tomorrow. Then I went to my rental house, spent 3 to 4 hours there just cleaning it all up by myself, literally dragged my vacuum and all my cleaning supplies. My right hand literally is shaking and I'm so tired. So I literally treated myself with coffee and a cookie. I took a nice warm shower. And also my friend messaged me yesterday saying she had all these packaging materials. She specifically saved it for me, which is awesome. So I picked this up. And it's going to help me a lot with these orders because I really needed packaging materials. Like I did buy the rolls from the Dollar Tree, but I just like, if I don't have to use that, I don't want to. I'd rather just continue using recycled materials. But yeah, it's been a long day. So it is noon right now and the post office closes in exactly 2 hours. So my goal is to get as many of these done as I can, and I will be putting it on Timelapse so you guys could watch me just struggle through that. But I'm going to get as many of these out the door today. But if I can't get to, I'm not going to beat myself up. But this room is giving me anxiety because of how messy it is. And if I ship my orders out, that means this will be gone. A lot of my boxes will clear out, and obviously my ready puzzles will be out. So it'll tidy up by itself by the time I fulfill these orders. After I'm cutting myself off for the day, everything else can wait until Monday, and I need to full on focus on my market, which is tomorrow from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. and I have literally done nothing, absolutely nothing. So I have to see what inventory I have. I just did a market a few weeks ago, so it's not like that bad, but still, like, I sold out of so many things and I had no time to restock. So it is what it is. I'll just sell what I have. It's a small market anyways. And like, it's crazy. The month of December, November and December is just insane for small business owners. So yeah, this is a life. I love it. And I am truly enjoying my coffee. And if I did not have a 9 to 5, this would be way less stressful, but this is my side hobby, guys. I can't afford to quit my 9 to 5 and I do like my 9 to 5 to some degree. So it's like just two complete different worlds. That's all IT stuff and this is all arts and crafts stuff. So it works two different parts of my brain, and yeah, I need both in my life. All right, guys, let me get to work. I'm blabbering. Go to the post office right now, and everything else is a Monday problem for me. So thank you guys. Once I drop this off, I'll do a final take on this week, and yeah, well, I'll see you in a minute. Would you look at here, I am finally showing my face. I dropped everything off with 5 minutes to spare. It is literally 1:56 p.m. and the post office closes at 2. Luckily it's right by my house, but what a crazy week, guys. Like, I still have so much to do, but honestly, this is the hardest part. Like, just wrapping it and decorating it takes the longest, and it's the most physically tasking for me. But stuffing it with stuff is my favorite part. Like, I just love adding the goodies in there, and I kind of love like putting it in its box and getting it ready to ship, because that's the most satisfying feeling, like being able to check something off. There's 5 left at home. I'm not going to worry about it until Monday, and there's still 10 fresh new orders left. There's also, like, I got 1 or 2 per day since starting this video, so there's more than that now. Honestly, if I didn't have that show tomorrow, I could have accomplished all of my orders this weekend. People could have had their gifts like super early. It kind of sucks, but I did this to myself. I always overpack my schedule and it makes it really hard, but I have to start balancing my life out a bit. I need to go to a gym. I gotta make sure I fulfill orders sooner rather than later. I don't want to procrastinate on any. It's not that I procrastinate, I just always have a lot going on, so I just need to learn to balance life out. Tomorrow's a show, then after that I'll work on all the remaining orders throughout the week, and I'll try my best to get them out like as soon as possible, because I want people to, what if people are doing like Secret Santa or like have multiple Christmas parties throughout the month and that they need the gift for that, right? So I gotta get it to people sooner. Like Christmas can't be my deadline. But yeah, if you guys like this video, I'm trying to do vlogs. I'm very, very new to YouTube. I prefer doing like more DIYs, like just showing you guys how I do things in a much quicker video, but this is a vlog. Like it showed like my entire week practically with my orders. So let me know what you like and I will try to stick to that agenda. I do enjoy making these. It's just, you know, it's a learning process, so I hope you guys are cool with it, letting me learn and take my time with it. Yeah, it's been fun and I truly do enjoy doing this a lot. So if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate if you liked it, and if you guys subscribed if you really like this video. And yeah, looking forward to showing you guys more stuff in the new year. I have a lot of new ideas for 2026, so this is nothing. I recommend subscribing if you want a lot of crafting ideas for next year. In case I don't make another video until next year, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. I will see you in the next video.